You can't f with us, man. Quit playing, man. I looked at you like a little brother, and then I ain't really that mad at you because you just a little easily influenced. Like I'm really mad at that Floyd because he got you doing this.
Of him.
Oh, okay.
But in a real fight time with 8-ounce gloves on, bye.
The thing about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys.
If this kid said he'd been training every day for years, every day in boxing, I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai. I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions.
Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach Jr. ended in a controversial majority draw.
Like right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he loved me to death. He know I love him to death. But we don't talk every day how we used to. Nigga, it used to be a time where you ain't see me without Tank or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like, I let him down. Cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am. And it's like, he feel like, man, you tripping. You know what I mean?
With the 9th round moment where Davis appeared to take a knee after a punch-sparking debate, though it would typically be ruled a knockdown, the referee didn't count it, fueling outrage over its impact on the fight's outcome.
I brought him to the gym with an AB shirt on.
Ooh, true story.
But I didn't have everything right yet. You know, everything wasn't moving yet. You know, I was a little slow on my feet. So I gave him the floor. And every time we bring it up, Floyd like, thank you, AB. You gave me a good one.
Does that feel like a win for About Billions Promotions as well?
Of course, because at the end of the day, I don't care who promotes Gervonta Davis. I'm still going to support him. Same way. You know, he's a little brother to me.
Tank been around us since he was like 17, 16. Adrien was already famous on TV and everything. He brought him on the internet. Twin didn't even know him. Flew him out, let him live with him.
Yeah.
He bet on another draw. Bet on the draw.
Yeah.
It's the best way to go. Bet on the draw. That's where I think you make the money. I think what they gonna do is they gonna even the odds so big, so crazy, you ain't gonna make no money betting on either one of them individually.
Yeah.
So the money gonna be on the odds. That's just what I think. It ain't come out yet, but if they fight in Vegas and they fight, and to be honest, I don't like that. The fight in Vegas. Bring it back on over to the East Coast. I don't like that.
The DMV makes sense.
I don't like how that smells. Something about the smell when you said Vegas. I don't like how that sounds.
I know a lot of people don't realize that, like, no camp is perfect.
Yeah.
I quote when Gervonta was dealing with some stuff ahead of the fight, like some serious shit. Now,
yeah,
no excuse. Lamont put on a great show. But I'm curious to see what is he going to look like with his plate being clean now.
Right. I think, honestly, it don't matter whether he going through something or not. You know why? He respects Lamont, and we seen it. And I'm not just saying that because of how Lamont did. I'm talking about you really could see Tank had a lot of respect for Lamont. I got them starting off from the last fight, round 13, going right back into it. It's going to be a rumble.
So you feel like because of how the first fight went, there's not going to be no filling out, they just going to jump right into it and get busy?
Yeah, because what Lamont knows is if I don't win convincingly, if I don't knock him out, or if I don't beat the shit out of him, they not gonna give it to me. Tank know I can't go another 12 again, cause they gonna really say I have been exposed. That's one of the famous words. He's exposed. He exposed them. You know what I mean? That's the shit everybody say now. So Tank not trying to hear that neither. So Tank gonna be looking to really go in there seek and destroy, but Lamont gonna be on the same.
Adrien Broner, a longtime mentor of Davis, criticized the decision, believing it was unfair. If that knee had been counted, Roach would have won, he said.
If Tank Davis is a fraud, right? Let's just put it out there. What if he's a fraud? I know what you guys are thinking. Jerry, stop it. You're hating. There's no way. You don't know that. I don't know that. We've never seen him fight a B-level fighter. Mario Barrios, these guys aren't B-level. Frank Martin ain't B-level guys. Stop the bullshit. It's always a thought in the back of my head, right? And I don't think Tank is a fraud. I would pick him over Devin Haney, a guy I'm really high on still after the Ryan Garcia situation, and Vasily Lomachenko, a guy I'm still high on at this old age. But we really don't know. There's really no evidence backing that he could beat Devin Haney or Lomachenko. Everything about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys, but he's not looking the most impressive doing so. I mean, Frank Martin, he was arguably down to. He was down against Rolly Romero. He was down against Mario Barrios. You know, even Isaac Cruz was a very close fight, a 7-5 fight. And yes, of course, he's getting a knockout against, you know, most of these guys. I'm not going to sit here and argue that. But we got to admit, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, they're going to be a lot harder to knock out than Mario Barrios, than Leo Santa Cruz. We got to admit this. So what happens if the knockout doesn't present itself? It's safe to assume Tank is going to be down tremendously on the scorecards. Like I said, I don't think Tank is going to get exposed or nothing. Like, he's not going to be an elite fighter when he steps up in competition. But it's something in the back of my mind. What if Tank is just a B-level guy? What if he's just a guy who's been beaten on C and D-level guys and he's really a B?
Boxing commentators Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne echoed his concerns, questioning whether the referee's decision changed the fight's outcome.
No, I haven't talked to him about it, but we talked about it before. You know, we talked about it a few times, but you know, now that he is doing his own thing, you know, I hope the best for him, and I hope he is big as the world. I don't care, you know. I just want to do good.
He keeps alluding that there was something wrong there, that he wasn't happy with the support that he was getting. You know, is there something there from what he's saying, from what your relationship with him?
That's not really for me to come out and talk about. You know, I'll wait until he's comfortable with saying and letting people know his business. But you know, now that he's on his own, you know, I hope Lord.
Floyd Mayweather, a former mentor to Davis, praised his performance, but noted that Tank still has a long road ahead to face top-tier opponents.
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, you know, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and you know, a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, you know, he's to me he's still a kid, and when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, you know, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
Despite his knockout power, questions remain. Is Tank ready for the elite of the division?
You know, obviously the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Yeah, whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But you, it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
You know how many
put Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look how many times he fucked the fight up though.
Right.
The knee, him going to the corner to get assistance, like who knows? Not saying that they did any cheating shit or nothing like that. But like he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that.
Right.
That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you took a knee. Usually the ref gonna be like, all right, he don't want to fight no more. Fight's off.
Despite the controversy, the boxing world is abuzz with the potential rematch.
In this fight. Oh, really? When the fight was over, the first thing I said was, it's either going to be a draw or it's going to be a close decision to Lamont Roach. If they call this knee a knockdown, which they should have.
They should have.
A knee in boxing should count as a knockdown. It is what it is. We're not going to sit here and act like it's not. He wins that fight.
Yeah. Look at his confidence, though. He's stalking Gervonta.
I'm going to tell you when his confidence went through the roof. After Gervonta took that knee and then went to his corner, Gervonta came back with a flurry. And Gervonta was landing.
And Lamont handled it all.
Handled it. After that, I was like, oh, Lamont ain't scared at all. Look at this. It's in the 6th round.
But look at his defense. Like, Lamont's defense is absolutely phenomenal. He's always ready to punch back. Look at him. Phenomenal.
And Tank was hitting him hard.
Yeah.
Look at Roach's face at the end of the fight. He's swollen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Tank wasn't landing on him.
Nah, this kid can both of them.
Roach is tough, man. And then it's the whole Maryland, D.C. thing. Like, Roach can't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He get knocked out. I got to go back to D.C. He got knocked out by Tank.
Nah, I can't do it.
He's fighting for a whole city.
Yeah. And it's really Baltimore, D.C.
Baltimore, D.C.
You know
That's right.
The rest of Maryland, nobody's really giving a fuck. That's the real, you know what I mean? Like, if you're from Buckhead or wherever the fuck, what's the, no, not Buckhead.
I don't know.
There's some shit that, like.
No disrespect, Maryland. I only know Baltimore.
It's where all the white people live that work in D.C. but don't want to live there.
Oh, you talk about
PG
where,
County?
no, you talking about where that fucking, where the resort is. Oh, I know exactly. I was just there. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember right now.
Anyway.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But we've had two very high-level boxing matches in the last few weeks. The Beterbiev and Bivol fight and this one. Like, this is boxing at its best.
It's at its fucking best. It's make you love the sport, man.
It really does.
And this is why boxing is a great sport, because it's so unpredictable.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, it was something about Roach's confidence that was like, made me feel like, oh, Roach gonna be all right in that fight.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. These guys are in a phone booth.
Good boxing, man.
Both of them, yeah. Like,
Good boxing.
I want to watch this 3 more.
Lamont Roach Jr. proved his toughness, and fans are eager to see if Tank can silence the critics with a decisive win. Could a rematch clear up the confusion and solidify Tank's position in the division? Only time will tell. Was the fight rigged, or did the right fighter win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.